Hi, my dear friends. How are you doing here? Punarvas Jayakumar here. So, guys, people have been asking me, sir, can you please do MTP of SPOM? I said, okay, why not? So, here is a very, very important discussion on the model test paper. So, of SPOM self-paced online module set A, corporate and economic law. And basically, this will have questions on company law, questions on SEBI, right? And the portions cover everything. So let me just take you through the portions first and foremost. What all do we have in SPOM? Guys, generally people thought it was a time pass exam, but it is not. Seeing the MCQs that they have given and also the MTP, the questions that have come, it is going to be tricky. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be simple. And I also know the problems you're facing by studying the substandard lectures, by the ICI, and there's a lot of technical issues going on as well. So 40 hours you need to anyway complete that. People are finding various ways to complete that Indian jugaad. Anyway, so ultimately quality trumps. The quality always wins. And yeah, here you go. This is what it is. The entire index. So this is our SPOM material. So we have SPOM material apart from that SPOM MCQ book that comes along with our classes. And generally, we thought students would want, since it's like people thought it would be a time pass exam. So I personally wanted to have a 130, 140 hour product, 150 hour product. But I mean, my team also told me that, sir, maybe students will not be interested only. So I made a 80 to 85 hour product, which definitely sold really well. But having said that, many students now, after seeing the MTP and other things, are asking me, sir, launch a regular product. So guys, I'll be coming up with SPOM regular, and SPOM, whatever is existing will be called as SPOM exam oriented, but there will be a SPOM regular also, which would cater to the people who would want to understand law in depth, because mind you, all these concepts are tested not just in SPOM but also in IBS. Over 40 to 50% of IBS paper, or I can say easily 65 to 70% of IBS paper is auditing, law, direct taxes. You can open any paper, you will find this. 60 to 70% will be DT, law, auditing. That's it. Right? Around 10 to 15% or 20% IDT, and 10% you have FRAFM, 10-15% like that. So 65 to 70%, you would say easily, or 65% would definitely be law, auditing, and direct taxes. And in fact, in that also, law has a major role. So you cannot take it lightly, is what I want to tell you. Anyway, so these are all the chapters, guys. In company law, you have 10 chapters, and security law, you have all the regulations we have. And apart from that, economic law, we have FEMA, FCRA, and insolvency and bankruptcy code. The more in-depth portion of this insolvency bankruptcy code, anyway, they can ask you in set number C, which has anyway an elective of IBC, which you can take if you are interested. And questions have come from FEMA and FCRA very much in IBS. Insolvency and bankruptcy code has not come till now in IBS, I'm talking about, in the paper 6 IBS. And SEBI regulations, it has not come till now in IBS. But all these things are very important for our IBS also and SPOM also. So just to get you a sense of what exactly the paper will be, let me take you through the paper. And I'm happy to say that everything in this paper is covered in our material and in our classes, so it becomes very easy for you to understand. So let me explain everything, and let us, go ahead together and let us understand everything. Just a sec. So I'll open the Bare Act also wherever required, so that it will be easy for you to understand what concepts we are learning here. Yes. So let's begin, guys. So I've opened the Bare Act also, that's why I paused the video. So let's start. So guys, it's a 3-hour paper, 100 marks. All questions are compulsory. First of all, that's SPOM only. They made it one time pass subject is what they thought, but actually it's no. But the questions here are compulsory. Each question are of 2 marks. So 50 questions, 2 marks each, 100 marks. So section A, company law is for 50 marks, my dear friends. Let's go through. So there are so many questions in company law. And then you have securities law and then other laws. Let's see. First one. So generally, first try to read the question what it is. So questions will come like this also, whereby it's not gonna be just, what do you say, one question each. You also need to understand what are the sub questions they have asked. So we just browse through the questions. They are speaking about a small shareholder director, right? So let's see. Pharma Limited is a company listed with the Bombay Stock Exchange. And those of you who have bought my SPOM lectures, everything you can find in page number 66 of our material. Page number 66 of our material, the entire answer only, all the concept related to the question is given here. The company is having 500 small shareholders, 50 shareholders with shareholding 1,200 equity shares of 10 each have proposed to appoint Amar as a director as their representatives. One of the directors of the board contended that appointment of Amar is not valid due to lack of holding of any shares in the company. So the questions here is, first of all, should a small shareholder director be a shareholder? Secondly, should he be a small shareholder? So how many, what do you mean by small shareholder directors? Let me just take you through page number 66 of my material to revise what do you mean by small shareholder director, and then we will go to the other areas. So it has been designed in such a way that one day before the exam, it's very easy for you to revise. So page number 66, guys. Small shareholder director, listed company may have, it's discretionary, one director elected by such small shareholder director. For the purpose of this section, what is a small shareholder director? Means a shareholder, nominal value not more than 20,000 rupees. So guys, basically you need minority representation. So minority representation will be there in the form of small shareholder directors. Edamone, happy Allah. I watched the movie Avesham. I loved it. I mean, I like Fahad Fazil a lot and I don't miss any of his movies. So I just enjoyed the movie. It was a good ride. Generally, I don't watch these masala movies, but then when Fahad Fazil has done a masala movie, you need to watch it, right? So I picked up this T-shirt also, filled out T-shirt. Yes. So this is all generally our parents ask, no, are you happy in life? Are you happy in life? They'll see us crying, doing CA, but still, are you happy in life? Yes. So, right. So what do you think? Yes, 20,000 rupees, not more than 20,000 rupees, guys. Next. That's basically representation is needed of the small shareholders. Then a listed company may, upon notice of not less than 1,000 small shareholders or 1/10 of the total number of small shareholders. If the company has 1 lakh small shareholders, then 10,000 holders or 1,000, whichever is lower, they will have to elect a small shareholder director. And small shareholder, the listed company can themselves do it, suo moto. They can themselves do it. So let's see the question here, guys. Whether the proposal to appoint small shareholder can be adopted. Why? Let's see. 500 small shareholder directors are there. What is the rule? 1/10 or 1,000, whichever is less. What is 1/10 of 500? 50. 50 or 1,000, whichever is less. So what is less? 50. If 50 people sign a notice and say, I want a small shareholder director, then they have to appoint a small shareholder director. That would be mandatory. So we see 50 shareholders with shareholding 1,200 equity shares of 10 each. 1,200 equity share of 10 each is 12,000. Is it less than 20,000 rupees? Yes. So all this is done. So is it valid? Cannot be adopted because it should be given by 1,000 small shareholders. Wrong. Cannot be adopted as notice shall be given only by not more than 1/10. No. Nominal value, as no nominal value of 20,000 is held by 20,000 need not be held. Less than 20,000 should be held. This is also wrong. That proposal can be adopted as 1/10 of 500 small shareholders comes to 50 and is holding in pharma. Yes, you need not be a small shareholder. A small shareholder director need not be a shareholder also. So that is also there. So if you see here, if the person does not hold any shares in the company, he should mention that he does not hold any shares in the company. The share number, folio number need not be mentioned because it doesn't hold any shares, which means even if you don't hold any shares in the company, you're allowed to be a small shareholder director. Very simple. It's all given in this material of ours. If you study the right way, you can nail this exam. Not just this exam, don't just think about SPOM, think about IBS. That's also very, very important. So law is 100 marks here and some 30-40 marks in IBS. So actually law has more weightage than anything, to be honest, right? Yes. If there is no proposal moved by small shareholders, can Pharma Limited appoint on its own? So guys, we have seen this. Suo moto possible or not? Suo moto possible or not? Yes. They can do it suo moto. My SPOM students who have bought my classes, page number 67, mark it. And you can say MTP. MTP question 1 like that you can write down. So here, yes, Pharma Limited can suo moto appoint small shareholder directors even if there is no such proposal moved by such small shareholders, no problem. Even if it is not there, suo moto means on their own they can go ahead and appoint small shareholder director. Very, very easy question, 4 marks in our pocket. Moving on, second one. PCR Limited has appointed Mr. Vivek, a person resident in India, as a managing director who has taken charge of the post of 1st June 2021. Remuneration package sanctioned to him is below. So guys, as you can see, questions are not direct. They are giving you remuneration package. They are asking you to find out the managerial remuneration. Salary 60 lakh, rent free accommodation 6 lakh, children education allowance 3 lakh, LTC 3 lakh, premium in respect of insurance taken for indemnification, key man insurance predominantly 5 lakh. It has been informed that Vivek has availed the leave travel concession package and it will not be prorated. Important to know guys, because this guy here, he has taken charge on 1st June. So this entire thing will be for the year actually. This will be for 1st April 21 to 31st March 22. In that he has taken from only June. April, May, forget about it. So you need to prorate it for 10 months. Except they have given in the adjustment only, that's why. Except LTC. LTC need not be prorated. So this you have to take full 3 lakhs. And as far as scheme and insurance policy is concerned, generally as per 196 onwards, scheme and insurance policy, this will not form part of remuneration, but in case you are charged guilty, convicted as guilty. So what is scheme and insurance policy? The company will take insurance policy in the name of certain key persons in the company, like MD for example, that in case he commits fraud, etc., company has to be protected and other directors have to be protected like that. So every year they pay very, very high premium towards this scheme and insurance policy. It will also protect the lives of the directors also. Now the problem is that premium paid? Actually it is paid on behalf of all the key personnel. Will it be included in the remuneration of the director was the question. The answer is no. But guys, if I only commit scam and because of which I have to pay this, company has to pay a lot of money to the outsiders because I committed fraud. Don't you think so I should recover from him? Yes. So only when you are proven guilty, the key man insurance policy will be recovered, the premium. But here they have clearly given that Vivek is not proved guilty with respect to any insurance policy. So hence, this key man 5 lakh rupees will not be included in the remuneration. So regarding all those dialogues, it is given in my page number 96 of our material, my dear friends. My SPOM students, please come to page number 96. You will get your full answer here. First of all, it is talking about this remuneration here. If they have given about effective capital, etc. So here onwards, you will see all these things. Right. This is regarding my schedule 5. And also come to page 90. So here you can mark. This is page 90. Point number 5. Where any insurance is taken by a company on behalf of its KMP for indemnifying any of them against any liability, in respect of any negligence, default, misfeasance, breach of duty, or breach of trust for which they may be guilty in relation to the company, the premium paid on such insurance shall not be treated part of the remuneration. Only if he is proven guilty, then it will be treated as part of remuneration. Very simple. In one case, you will not be treated as part of remuneration. In the other case, you will be treated as part of the remuneration. So in this case, they have told is not guilty. So will it be part of remuneration? No. Apart from that, if you come to 96, these are the perquisites: provident fund, superannuation fund, annuity fund, gratuity payable, children's education allowance, LTC. All these are extra perquisites that he will be getting if it's a loss making company in schedule 5. We have discussed in class, page number 99. Anyway, coming back, what would be the amount of yearly remuneration? See, basically here guys, when nothing is given, you have to assume it is a profit making company. So it's a profit making company, everything will be included, nothing will be taken extra. If it's a loss making company, then apart from the normal remuneration that you're getting, you will also get these things extra. Mind you that if this question they are told it's a loss making company, answer is different, because generally 2 clause 78 says remuneration includes all perquisites. So if it's a profit making company, when he is getting this remuneration, no, it will include everything. But if it is not so, if they tell that it is, what do you say, a loss making company, and apart from this salary, other things also will be, he will be getting it. Apart from this table, if it's given, no, apart from, for example, apart from this guy getting, let us say 60 lakh, plus the perquisites he will get. This is for a loss making company. So here nothing is given, so it's better to assume it's a profit making company. So let us see the answer, how they have calculated, just to understand. There you go. As per 278, remuneration means any money or equivalent cost along with all the perquisites. Indemnification one we have seen. So if you see schedule 5, you should proportionate it to 10 months, my dear friends. So salary 60 lakh into 10 by 12, rent free accommodation, education allowance, this alone, three lakh should not be prorated. So how much will it come into 10 by 12 if you do? 50 lakh, 5 lakh, 2 lakh 50, 3 lakh. 60 lakh 50,000 is the total yearly remuneration, assuming it's a profit making company. If loss making company, most important to know, apart from the normal salary, works will be extra, will be computed extra. To be very honest with you, this basically you will just give like a remuneration like this. This is how it will be. It will not be broken up like this. He will be getting this entire amount. It includes everything. But if it's a loss making company, then you have to show it separately. That's what they're trying to tell. So if they have told their salary 60 lakh 50,000 only, including this they have told, means you should say no, apart from that, plus rent free accommodation. They would have given some random figure 3 lakh plus education allowance 3 lakh plus LTC 2 lakh, whatever. So that's a different question. So basically for loss making company, perquisite should be added. For profit making company, everything is included in the term of salary. As simple as that. It is given in 2 clause 78. This is fine. You see it came now. If PCR Limited has incurred losses during the financial year 2021 and 21-22, the effective capital is negative. Is there any excess remuneration paid to Mr. Vivek? And if yes, what would be that excess remuneration? So guys, as per the table, if you go to my notes, if the effect page number 96, my dear SPOM students, if the effective capital is negative, then yearly remuneration is 60 lakh. This is per annum. So if you make it for 10 months, it will be 50 lakhs. 50 lakh is what he is supposed to get. But what has he got? 60 lakh 50,000. So 60 lakh 50,000 minus 50 lakh will be 10 lakh 50,000 excess. It will be excess. Allowed only is 50 lakh. 50 lakh minus, 60 lakh 50,000 minus 50 lakh, 10 lakh 50,000. In my opinion, this answer is wrong. Why? Because as I told you, you see here, I'll show you the Bayer Act. All answers lie in the Bayer Act, my dear friends. We have to go to Schedule 5. In my opinion, the answer is wrong, but nothing can be done. They have given that answer. So let's go with it. But I'll tell you why it's wrong. There you go. So guys, you see here. Section number 2 is for loss-making company. No profit or inadequate profit means what? Loss-making company. Section 2. Okay. This 60 lakh is for loss-making company. Okay. Then you see here. I already told you it's extra you will be getting. See here. If a person is getting remuneration under section 2 and section 3, what did we just read now? Section 2. Section 2 is loss making company. Section 1 is profit making company. Section 1 is profit making company. Section 2 is loss making company. And this dialogue is only applicable for section 2, which means for loss making company. For loss making company, the following perquisites will not be included in the computation. What all perquisites? Gratuity, provident fund, leave encashment. Children's education allowance, LTC, holiday passage will not be included. If he is a expatriate, that is a non-resident Indian, it will not be included. But anyway, in this given question, they have given Mr. Vivek is a resident. Yes or no? Yes. So, no. Answer is right. I'll tell you why. Answer is right. Beautiful question. My bad, my bad. Answer is right. Listen to me very, very carefully. Listen to me very, very carefully. Very, very important. I'll write it down. Very important. Listen to me, guys. Answer is right. Section 2 of Schedule 5 speaks about loss making company, and they were given the table. Yes or no? Understood? Yes. Fair enough. Section 4, if you go, they link it to section 2, which means wherever there is loss making company, these 6 perquisites are not to be included. Three for resident, 3 for non-resident. This is resident plus non-resident. So which 3? This is your PF, etc. Here you have education allowance for children. leave travel concession, holiday passage. And here you have PF gratuity, leave encashment. Guys, if it's a loss making company and the effective capital is negative, we saw yearly remuneration is 60 lakh in the table. So if you are a loss making company and if you are a resident, you will get 60 lakh plus these three perquisites. If you are a non-resident, you will get 60 lakh plus these three plus these three, 6 perquisites. Very, very interesting question. See, I also, didn't see it properly. I got confused. See, even it can happen to me also. Very good question. So here you see, this fellow is a resident. If it's a loss making company, as they have given in question number 2, his yearly remuneration will be 60 lakh as per the table because effective capital is nil yearly. He only worked for 10 months, so 50 lakh. Plus 3 perquisites are extra. Which are those 3 perquisites? PF, all that, gratuity and leave encashment. If you see in this chart, leave encashment is not there, other things are not there, which means all these 3 things, all are included only. If in the question, so it's correct only. So overall, how much he earned? 60 lakh 50,000. How much he should have earned? 50 lakh. What is the excess? 10 lakh 50. Perfect. Perfect. If they had given this question, non-resident Indian or non-resident foreigner, whatever it is, then what would the salary be? What should you take? This fellow is eligible to get 50 lakh plus 6 perquisites. Plus 6 perquisites are extra. In that, rent-free accommodation is included, so you shouldn't be taking. This will be extra. Children education allowance is extra. LTC is extra. So children education allowance prorated and LTC. So basically, guys, 5 lakh and 2 lakh, 2 lakh 50 and 3 lakh. So 50 lakh plus 2 lakh 50,000 plus 3 lakh. So totally 55 lakh 50,000 is what he is supposed to get. 55 lakh 50,000 is what he is supposed to get. But how much is he getting? 60 lakh 50,000. What is the excess he is getting? 4 lakh 50,000. Wonderful question. Four lakh 50,000 if it's an NRI. Got it, guys? If you're a non-resident, as per the table, you'll get 60 lakhs. That is prorated 50 lakh plus 6 perquisites are extra. You're getting extra if it's a loss-making company. Please keep that in mind. If they had just changed non-resident here, answer would have been changed. Answer would have been 4 lakh 50. One more option would have given 4 lakh 50 here. No one will see that. No, it's wrong. Got it? That's how in-depth they can ask. And they are asking also, see, why will they give resident in India? Because that they know that that's what they are playing around. This is a straightforward, this is easy question. Probably the twist and ask that question. Edamone, did you understand? Come on. Give me. Yes. Come on. Awesome. Fist bump. Next. Under what circumstances PCR Limited can waive the excess remuneration paid to Mr. Vivek, if any? Waiver is possible. Waiver is possible. Any excess remuneration waiver is very much possible. We have to go to 197. pass a special resolution. Page number 89. Point number 2. When he director draws or receives directly or indirectly by remuneration excess of the limits, then he shall refund it, but it will not waive unless this is not passed. Means it will be waived if this is passed. It will be waived if special resolution is passed within 2 years. There. 1 year wrong, 1 year wrong. Ordinary resolution wrong. Should be special resolution. Interesting question. Page reference. Page 89 in my material. Every single damn question is there in our material. Nothing to worry. Done. Moving on. Daily Needs Limited is an unlisted public company engaged in the business of supplying the daily needs of the household. No brains to be used. Daily Needs Limited is what? Is for supplying the daily needs. It receives orders on online basis and supplies to the customers at their doorstep. On 31/3/2021, number of shareholders were 500. Let's understand the context, what they are asking. Question we'll see. Operation mismanagement, guys. Basically, operation mismanagement question. See, 5 questions are there. Gyan Singh is the managing director of the company. He joined the company in April 2020. Prior to joining this company, he was a general manager in NBFC. In the media sources, it came into the picture that he was involved in sanctioning of proposal of big loans without insisting on security, and everything became NPA. So this fellow is Golmaal Gyan. GG, not Gautam Gambhir. Golmaal Gyan. Golmaal Gyan Singh. So the intention of Gyan Singh that he might have been involved in accepting the bribe in sanctioning clean loans. Yes, give the loan, take bribe. Many people do that. After joining this company, Gyan Singh started ordering his employees to supply the goods at the shops of retailers also on credit. Companies was only to supply the essential daily needs at the doorstep of consumers, not to the retailers. Many of the retailers went to MD's office to supply the goods on credit. Deadly. In some of the cases, the recovery from the retailers became difficult and the company had to write off the losses. That's all. Everything it was on cash basis and only directly they had to deliver to the customer, but now they are starting to give goods on credit to the retailers also. Basically, it's a mismanagement happening in the company. How many of them can file a petition? 10 members of the company made an application with the tribunal, making the company and its MD as respondents. That the affairs of the company are being conducted in a manner prejudicial to the public interest. Went to the tribunal and asked for the removal of the MD. The tribunal turned down the application, mentioning that the members who applied are not eligible only to apply. How many people can apply is the question. So the question here is how many people can apply for operation mismanagement. See, wonderful case studies, guys. While Dharmesh, one of the shareholders, came to the knowledge that the tribunal has turned down the application, he himself alone applied, one man. And its MD as respondent. Dharmesh is holding 2 lakh shares consisting of face value 20 lakh. What is the share capital? 100 lakh. 100 lakh mein 20 lakh this fellow is holding. 20%. Oh, is also MP. After accepting the application, tribunal heard both the parties and observed that Gyan Singh was involved in malpractices. On the basis of past track record and present working, it opined that the person is not a fit and proper person. Continuous MD. And ordered for removal of Gyan Singh from the post of MD. MD claimed for compensation. Stupid fellow asking for compensation. Bro. Sir, you removed me, sir. Plus, please give me compensation, sir. Money. Poda. Yes or no? You will get compensation for bringing down the company. Good question. Good question. Very good question. Please come to SPOM material 215. Our material covers everything, guys. Nothing to worry. Material and classes. Chumma material, I mean, may not be of. It is definitely those who want to do self-study, they can buy. But material plus classes, the real deal, as you know. Those of you are done with my classes, you will find it very, very, very easy to solve this question paper. First of all, page number 213. Operation and mismanagement. Following persons can apply. Lower of 100 members or 1/10 of total number of members or 1/10 of issued capital. Members will include everything. One member also can do. Right? One member is also fine. See, 241. 1/10 of the total member of members. If there are only 10 members and only 1/10, done. 1/10 of the issued capital. Capital is 100. This will have 20 lakhs, 20%. Yes, definitely. And it's or not and. You see, section 241 tells this. Just want to show you logic. Simply not answering the question, but with logic. That's most important, right? This only. Fit and proper person is what they are trying to tell. Who is a fit and proper person. So 244 gives the who can apply under 241. Here any member or members holding not less than 1/10 of the issued share capital. Any member or members. So can one fellow do it? Yes. How many share capital issue should have? 1/10. What's the share capital of the company? 100. How much does he have? 20 lakh. 20% he has, not 10%. In case of appraisal and mismatch, how many members can apply? Not less than 100 members? No. Not less than 1/10 of total number of members? No. Not less than 100 members of the company or not less than 1/10 of total number of members? Whichever is higher? No. This is correct. Not less than 100 members or not less than 1/10 of the total number of members, whichever is less. 50 members. 50 members. Initially they had gone, no? 10 members went. That is wrong. Not possible. That's why this fellow alone he went later, because he was not part of this 10. Whenever he came to the knowledge later, the tribunal rejected, immediately he went separately. That is allowed. So see page 100 or 110, whichever is lower. Page 213. On what grounds is the application of Dharmesh accepted? Is he a member of parliament? That's why. This and all don't tick and come. He is having more than 1/10 of the share capital of the company. As simple as that. Easy. Whether tribunal has the power to remove the MD was appointed by the board and shareholders. Yes, yes, and yes. Operation and mismanagement, wide powers, wide powers. He's checking a fit and proper person, wide powers. What are the orders of the tribunal? Termination of the agreement between company and the MD. Yes. No mercy. Yes, here. Page 216. Can terminate easily. No questions asked. Whether Gyan Singh MD can demand compensation. Hey, Koda. Page 215. Point number 7. Circumstances. Point 7. Whether Gyan Singh, after being terminated from this company, can apply for any other company. Disqualification will it come? Yes, yes, and yes. Point number 5. Section 243 says so. Shall not hold the office of director or any of the office connected with the conduct of management of the affairs of any company for 5 years from the date of the said decision. 5 years, 5 years, 5 years. 5 years. Other, that's not permanent. 1 year, 3 years wrong. 5 years. Alright, guys. Easy one. Moving on. So, 5 questions here, 10 marks in our pocket. 3 questions, 6 marks, 16 marks in our pocket. 2, 20 marks in our pocket already. Easy questions. Because we have studied properly, that's why. Based in Shivamogga, Karnataka. That is where I studied. I was in Shivamogga for quite a number of years. So my schooling little bit I did there. College I did there. Lotus switchgear. So this paper setter also will be from that area only. So he has named his own place. Now it's become a smart city. Based at Shivamogga. Earlier they used to call Shimoga. It is actually Shivamogga. Based at Shivamogga, Karnataka, Lotus Switchgears Limited (LSL) is a noted manufacturer, export, and supplier of electrical products like miniature circuit breakers, molded case circuit breakers. First of all, let's see what is the question about. Deadly question. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 10 marks here. This is about Section 190, which speaks about can you get copies of the written memorandum, etc. Can you look into the contracts with the MD and all those things? Then if you are talking about selling of your undertaking under section 180, what resolution is needed? Then if there is any defects in the appointment of the board, is the decision of the director taken valid or invalid? If his appointment is not valid, will the decisions be taken valid or not? Then suddenly they threw a question on political contribution. This is regarding 184. Beautiful question. Then on question on Nidhi company. Done. Let's solve this. Good question. Based at Shivamogga, Karnataka, Lotus Switchgears Limited is a noted manufacturer, exporter, and supplier of electrical products like miniature circuit breaker (MCB), molded case circuit breaker (MCCB), residual current circuit breaker (RCCB), electrical leakage circuit breaker (ELCB), solar water pumping system, wires and cables, and has a good network of factories and distribution channels. The business grew by leaps and bounds due to the sincere and dedicated efforts of the said founding directors. Arjun MD, Ramkrishnan promoter, Ravi Bhatt promoter, Ramesh whole-time director, Ripu Daman whole-time director. So two whole-time directors. Yes, a company can have more than one whole-time director in the company. One MD and two promoters. Promoters, they would have invested founding funds and they want a professional to run the show. So they have hired this Arjun. Company is facing some difficult times for the past 4 years or so. In the quest to overcome the difficulties, Raghuram, a visionary, was appointed as executive director. Yes, you can appoint anybody as a director. In company law, there is no concept of executive, non-executive, just the nomenclature given. Everybody will have to go through the director mechanism. Those of you who have studied my director classes, you can understand. Shruti Components Private Limited, SCPL, is one of the subsidiaries of LSL. So LSL is the holding company, SCPL is a subsidiary company. Board of Directors of LSL wishes to exercise the power to dispose of the whole investment in SCPL. So they have invested money in this that they want to dispose it of, selling of the investments. So basically, this investment would be called as a undertaking. Be called as a undertaking. So under section 180 of the Companies Act, if you want to sell your undertaking, then you need to do certain procedures. Following data from the audited financial statement of LSL for the year ending 31/3/23. So this is the LSL, that is my Lotus Switchgears Limited ka balance sheet. This is paid up capital 50 CR, general reserve 54 CR, security account 5 CR, accumulated loss 7 CR, revaluation reserves created out of revaluation of assets 30 crore. Deferred revenue expenditure and miscellaneous expenditure not written off 2 crore. Investment in SCPLC 25 crore they have invested. What would be the net worth? Net worth will be like this. Paid up capital 50, general reserve I have to add 54 here. Security premium account I have to add 5. Accumulated loss I have to subtract 7. Deferred revenue will go. So ultimately my net worth will be 100. Sir, why they give this, sir? Are they mad? Are they chumma mad to give this, sir? Guys, to understand whether 180 will come or not, I need to understand whether it's an undertaking or not. What is an undertaking? What is an undertaking? Beautiful questions, man. Beautiful questions. Page 179. Investment of the company exceeds 20% of its net worth. Investment of the company exceeds 20% of its net worth. Only then it will be an undertaking. So that Shruti company will be called as an undertaking if and only if Lotus Switchgears has invested more than 20% of its net worth. Beautiful. I repeat. Shruti, whatever, Shruti will be called as an undertaking if Lotus has invested more than 20% of its net worth in Shruti. Page 180. Section 180, page 180. Super. You see? Net worth is 100 crore. Why has it invested 25 crore, more than 20%? Definitely it's an undertaking. Conclusion they have given. Mahadevan informed the board that as per relevant provision, SCPL was an undertaking under 180. What is the relevant provision? Beautiful question. Sir, how all that? No, okay, now they have given. What if they have not given? This is just a mock test paper. Real test paper may be tougher. Got it? So 180 chapter closed there. Next, suddenly they move on to 188. Earlier during April 22, in the course of normal business, LSL entered into a contract for continuous supply of some consumables and components with Anand Supplies Private Limited. For a period of 3 years, we renewed with mutual consent. Ramesh, the whole-time director, was not an interested party at the time of entering into supply contract, but during the second year of the supply contract, Rajesh, son of Ramesh, purchased about 30% of the equity shares of ASPL through one of his family-owned business entities and also lent 25 lakh unsecured loan. So his son had bought. AS Ramesh did not inform LSL or the board regarding new developments since of the opinion that there is no need for such disclosure. 184.1, 184.2. Company and the board had own reservations after the matter came into the knowledge from a third party. Related party transaction, okay. But are you interested in the contract? 184.1, 184.2 will come. This section has question as 180, 184, 188, 176. So many questions. Oh, then this, can I check the stuff also? 182, 190. My goodness. 182, 190. So many sections they are testing, guys. So many sections they are testing in one question. Please never, never, never think of this subject as some chiller subject. Chiller only, but never think of it like, okay, I'll do it later, all that nonsense. Please don't have attitude. Cool. So, as you can see, whenever this is happening, I'm going and revising the concept also. Chumma, I'm not telling only the answer. Come to 184. Page 27 only we have. Sorry, it will be later actually. 27 obviously. 126 page number. Come to the breakup in 125 page number. 184.1 is a general disclosure in MBP 1. Companies, bodies, corporate, firms or AOP in which the director has shareholding. In this question, did the director have shareholding or his son? Son had. So this will not come. But 184.2 may come. Contract arrangement, proposed contract, proposed arrangement. Bodies corporate in which director holds more than 2%. Bodies corporate in which director is a director or promoter or CEO. Firm or other entity in which director, partner is owner or member. Where should be discussed? Either the board meeting where it is discussed, or if you become interested later, next board meeting if you becomes interested later. Who is holding the shareholding in that company? Is it him or is it the son? Son is holding 30% equity shares. Here they say director holds 2%. Interesting to read the law, to act, to understand. Only directors holding you should take, or you should take directors relatives holding also. Show the Bear Act. With a body corporate in which such director holds more than 2%. Such director holds more than 2%. Such director holds more than 2%. We will read this and go in the exam, but see this dialogue. Whether directly or indirectly. Indirectly means what? Through related parties. Through related parties. Who is a related party? Your relative is a related party. So basically, guys, not just you, such director, whether directly or indirectly, you should clearly mention. So let's at least solve that particular question. According to Mahadevan 4.2, question number 4.2. According to Mahadevan, whole-time company secretary, SCPL was an undertaking of LSL. Yes. The board wants to dispose of the investment. Okay, sorry, not this. This one. 4.5. Ramesh, the whole-time director of LSL, was not an interested party at the time of entering into the contract. However, later he became interested. And Ramesh did not inform also. Should he inform? Unfortunately, ICAI has ignored the word directly or indirectly. And they have only said since director is not holding more than 2%, no need to disclose. They have ignored the word directly or indirectly. Answer given by ICAI is this. But it is 100% wrong answer. Correct answer should be B. I've already sent an email asking them to correct this along with the law. This is 100% wrong by ICAI. Ramesh needs to disclose as is indirectly due to his shareholding and granting of loan by his son concerned in a supply contract with the ASPL at the meeting of the board in which the contract is discussed forthwith when he becomes concerned. Statement of Ramesh is invalid. This is the correct answer. You have to disclose. Directly or indirectly, following strictly the section. Otherwise, I need not have given only directly or indirectly. Why will I give directly or indirect? What is the meaning of indirect then? And why do I need two subsections? 184.1 is there, 184.2 is there. Why do I need it? Because if you see, made it the first board meeting held, basically we should do it at the first meeting of the board in every financial year, 184.1. Or whenever there is a change, do it then. When everything I will disclose under 184.1 only, what is the need of 184.2? The need of 184.2 is indirect interest is also covered. That only institute has forgotten. Wrong answer. I've already mailed them. 100% wrong. So page number 4.5. Answer should be B and not A. Hope you got the logic. Moving on. During the stat audit for the financial year 22-23, while verifying the earlier year documents in connection with certain matters, newly appointed auditors observed the appointment of Raghuram as executive director was invalid by reason of certain defects. 176 section. Discuss the issue of irregular appointment to the board of directors. He had participated in several board meetings, assented to various decisions which had both pecuniary, means financial, and operational impact. The board had also passed several resolutions. Accordingly, the board in one of its meetings decided by passing a resolution that wrongfully appointed executive director shall make good the losses, if any, for the period he remained executive director, but all the resolutions passed during this period shall be valid and stand good. So they are telling, according to me, actions are valid. So you can, cannot continue, but actions are valid. But if there's any other losses, etc., you should bear. Defects in the appointment of the director. Page 172. Section 176, page 172. Beautiful questions. Beautiful questions. No acts done by the director shall be invalid. Means acts will be valid. Notwithstanding that it may afterwards be discovered that his appointment was invalid due to any defect or disqualification, or his appointment was terminated by the act or articles. So later the statutory auditors showed that his appointment was invalid because there was a defect or disqualification. Correct? They said that his appointment was invalid because of defect or disqualification. Since his appointment was invalid, will it make the acts valid? No. Sorry, will it make the acts invalid? No. Acts are valid. His appointment was terminated by the act. Basically, he's finished his tenure, is still continuing. By mistake, whatever it is. So, until it is pointed out, all acts done bona fide for the business of the company is valid. But acts will be invalid the moment I come to know about it. So immediately after they come to know, directors pass a resolution saying that, okay, whatever has happened in the past is okay, but now you leave, no problem. So the acts of the director shall not be invalid, whereas appointment has been shown to the company as invalid or terminated. So the moment the company comes to know that his appointment has been invalid, from that day he will end. It will not go ahead from that day. That day ends the matter. Chapter close. Chapter close. Got it, guys? So in that regard, there is one question. Along with that only will solve, becomes easy. Same, they copy paste the same question here, same paragraph. Which following? The board is required to cancel all resolutions? No. The board is required to get all resolutions passed during tenure of Raghuram ratified by special resolution, all own ICI own law. This is no. Wrong. Ordinary resolution ratification. There is no concept of ratification anywhere in the law now because of this. The decision of the board is correct. Because no act done by a person as director shall be deemed to be invalid. If it subsequently noticed that his appointment was invalid, there is enough effect disqualification. And the day I come to know it is invalid, from that day, go. Get out. Over. Point 2. Whole-time company secretary, they want to dispose of the undertaking. Which of the points will apply? (180). Section 180 was page number 180, if you remember. This entire section, board will not exercise the powers even though the company passes such resolutions. This is a peculiar section where all the powers under this section by the board are exercisable only with the prior consent in general meeting. So guys, in all these cases, first of all, you need a board resolution. Then before that, special resolution. Basically, they'll pass a board resolution. It will go to the shareholders. Shareholders will agree. Oh yeah, this is, you can sell the undertaking. Only then it will be implemented. So board resolution and special resolution. Very simple. Which of the following shall be applicable? Only board resolution, wrong. Ordinary resolution, wrong. Special resolution and then approval of ROC and all, no. Fourth one, guys. Only with the consent of the company by a special resolution. By a special resolution. One of the investors, Ram, had invested substantially in the equity shares of LSL. He was quite worried about his investment after going through latest audited financial statements. Continuous downward trend in earning per share. He was of the opinion that directors have been getting exorbitant remuneration resulting in lesser profits. He approached ROC and requested for inspection of copies of the recent service contracts. He was utterly surprised when informed that service contracts were not in writing and therefore could not be produced. See the depth they are asking. He was also informed that only copies of the written memorandum setting out the terms and conditions are there, but no written agreements are there. Raman was not convinced and thought it was a fraudulent practice for the company and he must be punished, is asking. Regarding that, question number 1. It is my section 190, guys. See the depth they are asking, guys. Every company shall keep at its registered office contract of service with MD if it's in writing, copy of the contract. If it is not in writing, written memorandum. Without any fee, we should give for this thing. And if we should give for inspection, if it is not kept, then it's a problem. But if it is kept, then no issues. Contract need not be in writing. Generally, when you see this, you'll jump and say, contract should be in writing. It's fraud. No. Same question. You will write this and come. Raman can hold liable the company. He has remedy only against Arjun Ramesh. Not necessitated. No. Raman finding out that availability of only copies of the written memorandum, etc., is in order. Means what? Is it as per Companies Act? Section 190. Deadly. Oops. Sorry. Hello, Mone. Happy Allah. Happy. Are you understanding? Whiz bum. Come on. Great. Easy, guys. Easy. If you study properly, easy. Moving on. Then they have asked one question about political contribution. Here only it is. I mean, they have given all the details. LSL, after complying the required legal formalities, had made some political contribution. That's section 182. Donation to LMS party. Donation of 2 lakh for public function dance program. Ravi Shankar reasonably presumed that he is part of the Janata Welfare Party. Publication cost of 1 lakh for inserting ad in souvenir published on behalf of Janata Welfare Party. Pamphlet costing 1 lakh, though not meant for political party but incurred for contesting in the upcoming elections. Disclosed its financial expenses, financial statements 11 lakh and 3 lakh as advertisement and business promotion expense. 10 plus 2, 12, 13, 14. In 14, 11 they showed 3 business promotion. That is this dance program, these two, they would have taken it as business promotion. Is it business promotion or political contribution is the question. Guys, everything should be political contribution. Page 184. Any donation who's carrying on activity to public support is also deemed to be this. So anything which is getting public support, for example, reasonably presumed support Janata Welfare Party, that is deemed to be a political contribution. Pamphlet for promotion also definitely political contribution. Winner, brochure, pamphlet shall also be deemed to be political contribution. Point number 6 and 7. So everything should be disclosed. 8, 6, 7, 8 point. Page number 184. Page 184, section 182. Is political contribution. Got it, guys? I feel this is a very, very good question. I really love this question personally. Very good question. Others are easy. We'll solve it. They're asking from various sources, guys. That's what I like about it. Everything they're asking from different sources. It's not just one single track mind. Beautiful questions they're asking from various different parts of company law, securities law. Good. See, SEBI and all, they'll give you only these MCQs where you have to think about the how many days before quarterly review, all that you have to put. But this company law is where you need to put your brains little and explain, and that only 60 marks they're asking anyway, right? So you need to be alert and careful. Okay, guys. So the next question. So we have done 4 till now. Next question. Pawan Nidhi Limited has its registered office at Karol Bagh, New Delhi, and has been declared as Nidhi by notification published in official gazette. Till now, it had involved a lot of explanation. From now, it becomes very easy. Company is incorporated with the object of cultivating the habit of thrift and savings. So, thrift means savings among its members. So, that's the objective of Nidhi company anyway, to cultivate the habit of thrift, receiving deposit from and lending to its members only for their mutual benefit. Pawan Nidhi Limited has 6 directors, namely Padam, Prakash, Puneet, Pratima, Purva, and Piyush, all PP, and 250 members. All the directors are shrewd businessmen having full dedication to the cause of the company. They are committed to run the company in accordance with the Nidhi rules 2014, being law-abiding citizens shall not do anything which is not permitted in a case of Nidhi carrying on business of chit fund or purchase or insurance. All this you cannot do. That's why Padam is a senior most director with vast experience in the field of finance, and therefore he has been honored by the company to hold directorship for a period up to 10 consecutive years. This is Nidhi company. I have made charts in SPOM. So self-paced online module, I have given the charts. Just follow that. From that only questions will come. The company offers following services for the benefit of its members: fixed deposit plans, recurring deposit plans, opening of savings account, gold loans, and all these things, mortgage loans. PQR Traders Private Limited, having a registered office at Munirka, New Delhi, was incorporated last year. It has a chance to go through the operations of Pawan Nidhi and finding them to be on sound footing, applied for membership. So the pressing question is, can a company become member of a Nidhi company? The Nidhi company is analyzing the proposals. Proposal means what? This proposal, not anything else. During the current year, Mr. Shitij, member of Pawan Nidhi Limited, deposit 1 lakh in the name of his minor son Rudra, who is 12 years old. Mr. Shitij also desires that Rudra becomes a member of Pawan Nidhi, and for that purpose is negotiating with the company. As regards the validity of this matter, Piyush, one of the directors, has raised certain objections. The company wants to sort out the issue amicably, means in a friendly manner. So basically, he also wants to become a member. Is it possible or not? Very easy, guys. We'll see the chart and we'll close it. First of all, PQR Traders has applied. Can a body corporate become a member? Open our material, SPOM material. Come to page 246 to 47. Trust or body corporate cannot become a member. Minor cannot become a member, but you can accept deposits in minor's name if there is a legal guardian. So Rudra had a legal guardian, but he cannot become a member in both the cases. And first of all, company cannot become a member. Minor also, Rudra also cannot become a member. So coming to the questions, easy. PQR Traders cannot become a member of Pawan Nidhi Limited. Articles, memorandum, all that is useless. One of the directors, Rudra. So Pawan Nidhi can accept deposit in name of Rudra since it is made by Mr. Shitij, member and father of Rudra. Cannot be made member. Very easy. Direct questions, very simple. From the case scenario, it is evident that Padam, the senior most director, has been honored for 10 consecutive years. After relinquishing his office, when can Padam be reappointed as director of the company? What is the cooling period for director? Here, first of all, director shall be a member. He should have a deposit of 10,000. He should give. He should have a DIN term, one term up to 10 consecutive years and can be extended by the CG. Cooling period 2 years after the first term. That's all direct. So coming to this, yeah, this one. 2 years from ceasing to be a director. If Messrs. A&A Associates firm of auditors has been appointed as auditors of Pawan Nidhi Limited for a term of 5 years commencing from 16/7/2021, and if the company is desirous of appointing the said firm for another term of 5 years commencing from 21/22, which of the following options is applicable in such an eventuality? One term of 5 years they have already been appointed. Can they be appointed for 2 terms of 5 plus 5 overall 10 years? And after that, what is the cooling period? Is it as per Companies Act 5 years or is it something else? So that also I made a chart. Individual, 1 term of 5 years. Firm for two terms of 5 years. It is not up to 5 years and all. 5 years you have to appoint two terms. After that cooling period is not 5 years as per Companies Act, it was there. For Nidhi, it is 2 years. So guys, here coming back. Anyway, only one term he has been appointed. So can he be appointed for the second term also? 5 years? Yes, definitely yes. Cannot be reappointed is wrong. Cannot be reappointed wrong. Can be appointed. Two terms of 5 consecutive years, after which a cooling period of 2 years is necessary. So it is possible. Rate of interest charged by loan given by Nidhi can be, guys, rate of interest is always 7.5% as per the reducing balance method. To tilt your head little, see, 7.5% as per reducing balance method. Everything is given in my material, nothing to worry. Just study my material, follow my classes, good to go for SPOM and IBS. Gentech Engineering and Consulting having its registered office in Kolkata. All these answers are given here. So it's the same whatever we've been discussing with full explanation anyway. West Bengal was incorporated way back in 2011. The central government holds 21% of its paid up share capital, while the state government of Gujarat and Navyug Engineering holds 23 and 10%. So central government holds in GECL 21%, whereas state government holds 23% and a government company holds 10%. So is it a government company is the question first of all. So if you see section 2 government company definition, government company means a company in which not less than 51% of PUC is held by central government, state government, or partly by central government, partly by one or more state governments, and it also includes a company which is subsidiary of a government company. Government company holding shares in the other one will not come, guys. So in this case, the shareholding of this government company should not be taken into consideration. So if central government held 60% in G1, G1 held 67% in G2, then G2 is also a government company because it includes a subsidiary of a government company. But government company, if it's just holding 10%, it will not be considered at all. So basically 44% is the shareholding. Is GCL a government company? No. It will be called as a government controlled company, but it's not a government company. So from the case scenario, observed that shareholding is given. Is it a government company? No. Government company? No. Less than the threshold of 55%? No. There you go. This is the correct answer. The central government, state government of Gujarat together hold 44% of its paid up share capital. They want to ascertain the value of the assets. So tenders of there for valuers, 3 tenders have given. One, Anant, valuation practice in London for 5 years. He came to India on 24th December, short span of 1 month, and then he has proposed the tender. So non-resident can he be? Valuer member of registered valuers organization Alok Nath. He is partner of ALP and Associates firm. Mr. Alok Nath was given second preference by GECL. First preference was Anant. MNC Valuers and Associates Limited Liability based in Kolkata. All partners are valuer members of the organization. Third preference. For valuation purposes, you should only always be a person resident in India, registered valuer. Otherwise, it is not possible. So Anant can never become. Valuation of goodwill. Second is a stupid option. This is also wrong. This is also wrong. So basically, cannot act as valuer. because he is a person not resident in India. Cannot act as valuer being a person not resident in India. Very, very simple. Not resident in India. Easy question. GCL holds 15% of the paid up share of Prayas Limited. Jurisdictional ROC having reasonable cause to believe that PML was not carrying on any business ordered a physical verification of the office. After physical verification, found an opinion that the company in actuality was not carrying on any business. Should a notice of the company intention to remove the name. So he removed the name also. This is section 248 of Companies Act. As per 248, you can definitely remove the name and I can file an appeal within 3 years. A simple theoretical question. Yes, appeal is possible. Section 248 of Companies Act. So let's see the answers. 245 first one. Second one is valuation rules. Then 248 to 251, 252, 1 if you see. Yes. Easy questions, guys. First 3, 4 were a little tricky. Then it slightly becomes easier. Mr. Atul is an employee of a company ABC Limited. An investigation is going on him under the provisions of Companies Act. The company wants to terminate Mr. Atul as investigation is going against him. The company has filed the application with the tribunal for approval of Mr. Atul's termination. Company has not received any reply from the tribunal within 30 days. So guys, this is protection of the employee. They want to remove him because he is the whistleblower. He would have told certain things which was not supposed to be told. So the company wants to remove him, but will he get any protection? Before removal, protection is you have to talk to the NCLT and tell him, boss, I want to remove this person. Do you have any objection? If the NCLT replies within 30 days and says do not remove, then you cannot remove. But if the NCLT is silent, then you can actually remove the person. This is nothing but section 218, which is there in our material, page number 198. Employees of the company under investigation make a disclosure during the course of the investigation. They are protected against dismissal, discharge, removal, reduction in rank, or anything for that matter. If the tribunal has any objection to the proposed action, it must send a notice within 30 days to the employer. The tribunal does not respond within 30 days, the company may proceed to take action against the employee. The company is dissatisfied with the order of the employee, it may appeal to the appellate tribunal within 30 days. This is the best part. Silence by the tribunal is equal to acceptance of the proposal. So, after expiry of 30 days, company considered deemed approval and terminated by Mr. Atul. Terminated Mr. Atul. Is it correct or not? Yes. No, no is wrong. Filing of application is not required is the wrong answer. This one. Termination of Mr. Atul made by the company is totally valid in law. The company can do so by considering deemed approval of the tribunal. Can do so by considering the deemed approval of the tribunal. Regarding the termination of employment, what is the remedy available? Next question, next point, page number 198. Decision of appellate tribunal is final and binding on the tribunal and the company. No further appeal can be. Appellate tribunal wrong, wrong, wrong. Jurisdiction no, no remedy. Has absolutely no remedy available to him. So that was regarding section number A, company law. Let's quickly move on to securities law. Security law, the best part is it's all about just the dates that you have to remember within when you should file, etc. Concepts are a lot, but then you just need to remember the dates here. Flyfish Limited is a listed company. Provide the following month-wise grievance position of the investor complaints for the financial year. So you have the unresolved grievances received during the month. So any complaints are called grievances. So opening unresolved grievances are this, received during the month is this, redress during the month is this. So this plus this minus this, that's all. So 12 plus 16 is 28, 28 minus 18 is 10. So this plus this minus this will give us this figure. Like that for all the months they have given. Refer to the applicable regulation made under SEBI listing obligation rules, etc. So if you see the SEBI regulations, predominantly this is our SEBI LODR regulations. First the SEBI Act we have given, and then we have the LODR listing obligation regulations. All these regulations are more theoretical. This quarterly compliance. See, grievance addressal mechanism. Page 280. 21 days from the end of each quarter you have to do. That's all. State within how many days within the quarter 4. So quarter 4 will be March 31st. January, February, March 31st. Within from that 21 days. So April 21. So this is in page number 282. 21 days. So it will be this. 21st day of April 2023. How many complaints were addressed during the relevant quarter of the financial year as per the requirements of the mentioned in the quarter in the above question? So how many were addressed? These three, no, in the quarter 4. 20 plus 20, 47 plus 10, 57. See guys, so easy, very easy question. Pawan Limited operates in the aerospace segment and is planning to roll out an IPO. Okay, this is your ICDR regulations then. One of its 12 directors are barred from assessing the capital market. Though restrictions are imposed upon promoters, they are mode after representation made by them in this regard. Subsidiary company of Pawan Limited, Vayu Limited, defaulted on repayment of deposit around 9 months ago, which is now rectified. So if you see, they are asking about in ICDR regulations, that is your issue of capital and disclosure requirements. What are the conditions of IPO? There are certain conditions. So in that, here, you should not be debarred from accessing the capital market, page number 289. If you have debarred from accessing, even if you're an individual or director, then you're not allowed as a company. If you're a willful defaulter, not allowed. When the period of debarment is over, then you can become, no problem. So let's see. Fire Limited is among the major suppliers of Pawan Limited. It also offers consultancy services on energy management and space shuttle technology, in addition to trading in solar energy based devices. Mr. Alok, CFO of Fire Limited, which is a listed entity, heard from someone that composite issues can be made on the Indian stock market. So what is a composite issue? Here everything is given, guys. There, page 287. When the issuer of shares or convertible securities on a public cum right basis, where the allotment in both public issue and right issue is being proposed to made simultaneously. So there will be a public issue also or the right issue also, that is called a composite issue. And a direct question is there in this here. What type of issue or placement can be composed together? Public cum right allotment. Easy question. Which of the following options is representing the correct set of reasons for disqualification? We just saw. Willful defaulter or fraudulent borrower, disqualified. If any of the promoter group or director is debarred, disqualified. Then if is debarred from accessing the capital market, also disqualified. All of 1, 2 and 3. This also we saw. This is page 287. This is page 289. They issued the red herring prospectus where its securities were not listed earlier. They made revisions to the price band. They said 5 days revision has to be done. So they're asking you how many days revision. So guys, you have seen the video on red herring prospectus. More than 1 hour I have given it to you on Google Drive. If it is not done yet, it will be sent to you. Don't worry. So there, the revision period is only minimum period. Extension of bidding can be extended only by minimum period of 3 working days, which means the red herring prospectus shall be only for 3 working days, where the QIBs and other people will start working, which you have seen. That's about it. 3 questions. You see the questions and go there, you won't even need to read certain things. This last para is useless. They have given refund of through verifiable means. So that is actually a part of the condition of ICDR, which they have not asked a question. So no need to read that also. But if they ask that question, you can write that as well. That you should be able to refund the money if you do not get the allotment. Venus Limited is a listed company that manufactures and trades in perfumes. Athars. Athars is there are Islamic brethren where the perfume that's called Athar. Essential oil, natural extract, fragrance-based cosmetic and personal care items. It has largest manufacturing plant for rose water extraction at Kannauj, perfume capital of India. I refer to the Grossi, that is France of the East. Venus Limited has 12 directors on its board, and Mr. Vinod Kapadia was appointed as MD just a month ago. Mars, another listed company, holds 12% equity shares and paid up of Venus. So Mars holds 12% of Venus. Audit committee was constituted consisting of 6 directors, of whom 3 are independent and 1 is non-executive. Krishna was an independent director, was appointed as the chairperson of the audit committee. Audit committee had met on the following dates. So all these dates they have given. Since Vinod Kapadia appointed as MD is willing to know about the time within which quarterly reports have to be submitted. An expert on security law. Whether Mars and Venus are related to each other, related parties. So as far as SEBI guidelines are concerned, you should also comply with 2 clause 76 of Companies Act. If you are a related party under 2 clause 76, then automatically will be a related party under SEBI also. So if you see, that first proviso, related party if any person or entity forming a part of the promoter group of the listed company, or any person or entity holding equity shares of 20% or more, that is till 2023, and this is important, 10% or more with effect from 2023 will be called as a related party. In this example, you have 12%. So hence, Venus and Mars are related because it's more than 10%. So question number 1, 10.1 answer is yes. This 20% was till 1st April 23. So it's an important question. Now it is 10% from 1st April 23. Whether constitution of audit committee is valid or not. Guys, constitution of valid audit committee, there should be at least 3 directors, out of which 2/3 shall be independent directors. So there's an entire, before these guidelines, this chart is very important. Page 286, check it out. Minimum 3, at least 2/3 must be independent directors. So here, 6 directors, out of which 3 are independent, only 50%. 2/3, 66.67% must be independent. Hence, it is wrong. So go to page 286 for the answer here. Audit committee shall consist of at least 3 directors, of which at least 2/3 shall be independent. In this question, 6 directors are there, only 50% is independent. I need all 2/3, 66.67% to be independent, which means at least out of 6 directors, 2, 3, that is 4 people must be independent directors. Which of the following is correct option that represents those meetings which was supposed to be adjourned for want of quorum? Higher of 1/3 or 2 members, at least 2 independent directors are mandatory. At least 2 independent directors are mandatory as far as quorum is concerned. If 2 independent directors are not there, there is no quorum. So if there are 6 people, 6 by 3, that should be 2 only. And both should be what? Independent directors. Which means at least 2 should be there in this particular question. See here, only 1 independent director had come. Here also, 1 independent director had come. So the 5th and the 7th meeting had to be adjourned for want of quorum because it doesn't have 2 independent directors. Very simple. So guys, it's all about application of mind. Very, very simple. How many instances of default, context of number of meetings of audit committee and time gap between such meetings took place? So at least 4 meetings should happen in a year, maximum gap of 120 days. Maximum gap of 120 days. Maximum gap of 120 days. So you should see this May, June, July, August within 120 days. August, September, October, November within 120 days. This you see 3rd and 4th meeting. October to January, October to November, November to December, December to January. They're asking which date. 1 second. Hold on. 22, 21, 22 and 22, 23. Let's see both. I am doing 21, 22. That will end here. Less than 120, less than 120, less than 120, less than 120. So in 21, 22, no problem. Here, April to May, May to June, June to July, no problem. June to July, no problem. July to August, August to September, September to October, 3 months over. October to November, 4 months, 120 days over. So this is a problem. More than 120 days. And November, December, no problem. December, January, no problem. January, March, no problem. So only once there is a problem between third and fourth meetings in 22-23. Got it? Financial results of quarter need to be reported when? So again here if you see, (45 days). Page 283, 45 days. Other than last quarter. First quarter, 45 days. The first quarter will be April, May, June. 45 days. You have July 31 days and 14 days in August. Overall 45 days. So first quarter you should do it within 14th August. Before Independence Day you should do. Done. Very simple. So this was regarding securities law. Last part guys, 10 minutes we'll finish it off. 10-15 minutes maximum. Economic law, 30 marks. Mr. Raman, resident in India, had gone to London, UK on a temporary visit in 2022 and to Bhutan in February 2023. He brought, at the time of his return, currency notes of the government of India and RBI notes 20,000 from London, denomination of 200, and 1 lakh from Bhutan, denomination of 500. Referring to the provisions, answer. Import of currency notes of 20,000, denomination of 200 from London, is it permissible under FEMA? So the maximum limit is 25,000. Within 25,000 you can import it, no problem. So denomination of the currency, I don't care. Anyway, coins you can bring any amount, no problem. But if notes is concerned, with respect to denomination, then 25,000 is what it is. Import of currency notes and RBI notes should not exceed the limit of 25,000. So it is not a problem. Other options are wrong. Denominations are not, no, there is no such problem at all, no such prohibition. Whether import of Indian currency in the denomination of 500 from Bhutan is prohibited. So from the kingdom of Bhutan, it is definitely prohibited. To the extent of 100 rupees without any ceiling you can do, but more than that not possible. So in this, import of currency notes of Government of India and RBI notes of 1 lakh is prohibited, as import of currency notes can be done denomination of only 100, that is from Bhutan. Upalayam, Old Student Association, was one of the object of coaching and hostel facility to students in the government school. Mr. Murugan, Indian origin, acquired American citizenship and settled in the US. However, is an overseas citizen of India, cardholder. Mr. Murugan donated 10 lakh to the said association of his personal savings to normal banking channel. Referring to provisions of FCRA. So now they asked a question on Foreign Contribution Regulation Act. Is he a foreign source or is it a foreign contribution? So come to page. Has he become a citizen of foreign country? Acquired American citizenship. That's all. So you see here, page 389. Citizen of foreign country is a foreign source. and any donation, delivery or transfer of money by a foreign source will be a foreign contribution. Here I am giving currency, I am sending money to India. Donation to India, donation to India. Right? So answer yes. Donation from Murugan, person of Indian origin, acquired American citizenship will be treated as foreign contribution as per FCR. In case Murugan still holds Indian citizenship, whether the donation may no, because then he'll become an Indian citizen. He's not a foreigner. Since he's a foreign citizen, then no. If he has Indian citizenship and not American citizenship, it will not be considered as foreign source. If he has dual citizenship, it will be considered as foreign source. That's all. Over. Next. Narsi Munji is among the leading management institutes of the country. It offers state-of-the-art facility in addition to global leading opportunity to its pupils through student exchange program, wherein student has to option to complete maximum to 2 final semesters in a study program of the Ivy League university. Basically, this is FEMA, guys. When you are going out, LRS, can you spend how much and all those things. Ramesh Dayal and Manish Kantpal, two students who are friends of master level management program, decided to complete the final semester from one such foreign university. Both of them left India on 23rd December 21. Despite earlier they have planned to come back to motherland by June 20th after the end of final semester, but got good job placement there only and started working there. He returned to India for Christmas holidays to meet his family, while Ramesh Dayal was also got placement offer, denied to employment there and returned to India. So for him, this guy, it was still Swades movie has to happen. This guy, before that only returned. To support studies of his student, a son, father of Manish remitted 64,000 during 21-22 and 17,800 22-23, while his tuition fee is only USD 27,500. Canada chapter of Alumni Association organized a reunion function. So they had to give 75,000 US dollars as part of the membership. There he has to pay reunion function. Narsimanji Faculty of Management also offers consultancy and Ministry of Defense policies. Recently, 11th May, delivered one such professional development in UAE prior to the rollout of direct tax. The invoice raised as USD $10,000. Very simple. Regard to the amount equivalent to 81,800, 64,000 and 17,800 against tuition fee. Is there any problem? No problem under the liberalized remittance scheme. You can transfer up to 2,50,000 US dollars. No tension. There is absolutely no violation. I don't care how much you actually spend. You can transfer up to 2,50,000, no problem. In fact, beyond that also you can transfer and if it's under education. Regarding the realization of proceed development, the proceeds of export services request the company to change the borrowing terms, reduce the interest rate to 8% per annum to increase the period of repayment. Which of the following is applicable? So guys, if you have reduced the interest rate from existing 9 to 8, whatever the case may be, the full export value should be repatriated to India within 9 months. That 9 months was actually 15 months during COVID, but it's always 9 months. Whenever you export something, even in GST, it will help you. The repatriation, that money should come back to India within 9 months. Such period as may be specified 15 months during COVID. Quantify the amount of penalty if applicable if father of Ramesh, Mr. Narottam, remit US dollars 2,75,000 in 21-22 through authorized dealer. I told you 2,50,000 is the highest. 25,000 extra you did. The penalty will be 3 times the excess. So 75,000. See, up to 3 times the amount of amount involved. Regarding residential status of Ramesh Dayal, identify the correct statement of the following. So the year Mr. Ramesh, he goes outside the country, right? So is it for 180 days? How many days? Ramesh stays more than 182 days in each financial year 21 and 22 and therefore is a person resident in India. You see how both leave on 23rd December 21, which means already they have spent 180 days in the current year also, previous year also. After that, they plan to come back to motherland. He came back also on June 30th, 2022. So, in the previous year, you should stay for more than 182 days. For the year 21-22, definitely the previous year, full year, he has stayed for 365 days, no issues. Then for the year 22-23, June he came back, no. But if you see the previous year 21-22, from April till December is already there in India anyway. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 9 months already over. That is more than 182 days. Definitely is a resident. Simple. So two more questions. Quickly finish off. Amol Open University of Language is a private university established under State Act. The objective behind the establishment of university was to provide degree, diploma, certificate course to students, online courses. This will generate employability to the students. Since this being an online learning platform can pursue the program simultaneously. The exam will also be held online by sitting at home through their PC, laptop, etc. University has made a tie-up arrangement with expert in foreign languages. Several foreign governments intend to offer donation contribution to the development of their language. Okay. So now they are giving a question of this thing. It is the FCRA, the certificate, etc. Whatever contribution that you have received, should it be used for that same purpose of education or can you use it for something else? Certificate of registration, etc. for the preparation of education material, honorarium to teachers, etc. Except, can it be used for receiving foreign funds? No. Purpose for which certificate has to be granted cannot be diverted. If you want it to go, if you want to accept foreign money, you have to get it yourself registered under FCRA. Whether foreign contribution so received by university can be invested in a mutual fund, definitely not. Only debt-based secure investments. Cannot do anywhere else, only debt-based secure investments. So now all this is here. Yeah. A debt-based secure investment shall not be treated as speculative investment, so that's why you can make. It shall not be used for speculative business, but a debt-based secure investment can be used. Section 8 of FCRA, page number 392. Last question, guys. It's on IBC, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. Hangout Casa was a very prominent chain of Chinese restaurants with presence all over the nation. Most of its outlets or restaurants are operating on franchise model, but some are company owned as well and operating at leasehold premises. Hangout Casa had a great reputation, award-winning chefs, all this story. But eventually with the great rise comes a great fall. Due to health-related awareness among people at large, consumption of fast food is declining. COVID, liquidity position went. So they wanted to sell ice creams of Rim Jim brand. Eventually, business became insolvent. This is the story. Suppliers of food, beverage, utilities were unpaid for supplies in the previous 45 60 amounting to 9,50,000. Lease rent issue 50,000. Deepak had received advance for 3 months. Lease deed provided for 1 month rent as security, 1 month rent as advance. Amount of 78,000 is also due. So somehow it managed to pay bank due. So basically, one creditor is your supplier, 9,50,000. Lease rent 50,000 not paid. Rim Jim Limited ice cream. Ice cream, they're selling ice cream. That also they have not paid 78,000. See, they also had a secured creditor, Punji Bank. Punjab National Bank sister, Punji Bank. Now, the bank indicated that it did not wish to appoint a receiver filed for insolvency. They were paid in half since the past 3 months. Employees, chef, etc. were paid half. Were insolvent and CIRP was initiated, Corporate Insolvency Resolution Process. Ms. Nazia Khatun was appointed as IRP and later as RP also. She formed COC. Now, not sure about inclusion of certain creditors who own operational debt and financial debt. You have operational debt, operational creditor, financial debt, financial creditor. It's a cash-rich outlet chain of ice cream parlors. Now, they will submit a resolution plan. And they also submit an affidavit saying that they are eligible under 29A of IBC. That's the disqualification for resolution applicants. Meeting was formed and finally decision has to be taken. So, Rim Jim Limited, who is an operational creditor and also they are a operational creditor because their ice cream is thing. Plus, apart from that, they are also a resolution applicant. So, they and its representative shall be allowed to attend the meeting of COC in which resolution plan of the applicant is considered, yes or not. They definitely can attend the meeting in which the resolution plan of the applicant is considered and vote only if allowed by the resolution professional. So that is definitely possible as per the regulations, no issues. If you see here, section 35, resolution applicant may attend the meeting of the COC in which the resolution plan is considered. The applicant shall not have any right to vote, obviously, unless it is permitted. Direct question of section 30, subsection 5. Under IBC, there are types of debt, operational and financial. Identify the correct statement. Lease rent, obviously, I have not given any loan. Lease rent is a service provided. Hence, lease rent arrear is an operational debt for IBC. Direct question. Specified in the case scenario that 9,50,000, then 2,11,390 is the highest among that, all those things. Can Mohan Dairy file an application under section 9? Guys, the minimum default earlier used to be 1 lakh. So that time it was possible. Now the minimum default is 1 crore. Eligibility of IBC will come only if it is 1 crore. So answer, Mohan Dairy cannot file because they are owed only 2,11,390 rupees and not 1 CR. So if you owe 1 CR, then you can do the application, file the application. For most of the own and operate hangout cars other than franchise outlets, the salaries, half salary were paid. What is the nature of outstanding employee dues? So definitely employee dues are considered to be operational debt because operational debt includes employees, any amount to the government, etc. like GST, etc. that will be covered. Very direct, easy questions. Last question. Nazia Khatun, resolution professional, need your advice regarding the constitution of COC. Is asking. It will be constituted by interim resolution professional after collation of all the claim. After collation of the claim, COC shall comprise of all creditors. Related party shall not have the right of representation. You see, interim resolution professional shall after collation of claims determine the financial position and constitute a COC. Subsection 2 provides that COC shall comprise of all financial creditors, but financial creditor authorized representative shall not have the right to of representation. And if you are both operational creditor and financial creditor, then voting share will be proportionate like that. So in this particular question, will COC comprise of all the creditors? Ideally, COC will only have financial creditors, but of course, operational creditor also can sit there and they have a right to vote. So if you see this particular chart given here, final IBC chart here, will admit the application, and either way within 30 days you will form the committee of creditors. That will anyway happen. COC will be formed within 30 days, and within 7 days of the COC you will have the first COC meeting. You can see this chart on the page number 429. So accordingly that will be the answer. So what have they given the answer as? Option B. Right. So as I told you, COC generally shall comprise of all the creditors. Generally, it has only financial creditors, but of course, operational creditors also have a right to vote. They can sit provided they have more than 10% of the total debt. That is also one dialogue which is there. That is the reason why they have given there. And of course, third one, related parties shall not have a right of representation. Of course, they cannot have a right of representation. They are not allowed in the COC. So if you come to the committee of creditors, notes here, it will be easier for you to understand. I've given a lot of charts. There you go. They have all the financial creditors within 7 days, first meeting of COC. If there is no financial creditor, then these fellows also will come. But apart from that, authorized representatives also will come of the other financial creditors as such. Quorum will be there. So of consortium, syndicate, facility, all these people also, you have the financial creditors there, not to worry. Given the detailed notes here, you can go through. Only to the extra financial debt, it's correct. Actually, I think the answer should be C, guys. Because the B one, I don't think it is correct because it should have the financial creditors. So 1, 3 and 4 will be correct. Because you see here also. After collation of all the claims received in corporate data will determine the financial position and constitute a COC. That is obviously correct. It should be C. What I was wondering. Committee creditors shall comprise of financial creditors of the corporate data. The operational creditors, only representatives will be there, but they cannot actually participate. It will always be the financial creditors as such. So 1, 3 and 4 are correct. Make it C. That's about it, guys. On that note, we finish the entire discussion on the self-paced online module. So it's a very easy question paper, provided you study properly. Otherwise, gone. So hope you understood. Whatever you felt, just comment below. Just see the comments, write down the comments, whatever you felt. If you want more such papers to be discussed, do it. Products are also already ready. We have a 8590R product which you have already, many people have bought. And those of you who want more in depth, we have a SPOM regular also coming. And for set C, already insolvency and bankruptcy code in depth 60 hours. I can assure you, if you study that, you can go write the insolvency exam also, IBBI exam. That much in depth it is. Many chartered accountants have purchased it after clearing. So you study from that, set C is also cleared. So I think you should opt for IBC only in set C if you like the law. Otherwise, you go for other subjects. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. SPARM. Take care.